You're staring at a steep, muddy mountain trail that looks more like a landslide than a road. You're on a 1,200cc adventure, a beast that weighs as much as a small car and costs more than your first mortgage. You're sweating, your heart is racing, and you're wondering, is this actually fun? Or am I just managing a tank? Now, imagine flicking a lightweight 250cc scalpel through those same ruts, with the grace of a mountain goat, laughing while the big guys are stuck in the mud. Asterisk, the 2026 Yamaha XTZ 250 Lander XADV isn't just a motorcycle, it's a rebellion against the bigger is better cult. This year, Yamaha has taken their legendary Lander platform, a bike that has survived the harshest conditions in South America for decades, and given it the XADV treatment. It's rugged, it's tech-savvy, and it's about to make you question why you ever thought you needed a letter class bike for a weekend trail ride. Stay tuned, because by the end of this video, I'm going to reveal one secret feature Yamaha tucked into this 2026 model that makes it arguably the most capable bike in its class. And no, it's not the engine, the aesthetic. A mini Tonara with an attitude. Let's talk looks. If the Turnoword CBN the XTZ 250 had a child that grew up watching Dakar highlights, this would be it. For 2026, Yamaha has completely ditched the old-school trail bike aesthetic for something much more aggressive. The front end is dominated by a new projector-LED headlight assembly that mimics the eyes of its bigger siblings. The high-mounted front fender is still there, but it's sharper, more aerodynamic, and flows into the tank shrouds that now feature built-in crash protection. Asterisk, the XADV branding isn't just for show. You get a taller, more rally-inspired windscreen that actually does a decent job of keeping the wind off your chest during highway stretches. The paint schemes for 2026 are also a major step up. We're seeing a competition blue that looks like it came straight off a factory rally bike, a midnight stealth matte black that makes this 250 look like a tactical vehicle. It's slim, it's tall, and it has an 875mm seat height that gives you a commanding view of the road or the rocks ahead. Asterisk. The heart. 250cc of unstoppable reliability. Asterisk. Underneath that aggressive bodywork lies the soul of the Lander. The 249cc, single-cylinder, SOHC, 4-stroke engine. Now, if you're looking for 100 horsepower, you're in the wrong place. But if you're looking for a motor that will start in a blizzard and run on questionable fuel in the middle of nowhere, this is it. For 2026, Yamaha has refined the fuel injection mapping to provide a smoother low-end grunt. Asterisk. We're looking at approximately 20.9 horsepower and 20.6 newton-meters of torque. On paper, it sounds modest, but in the dirt, it's magic. The power delivery is linear and predictable, which is exactly what you want when you're navigating technical terrain. Yamaha has also kept the 5-speed gearbox, which some might complain about. But the ratios are so well tuned for this displacement that you rarely feel the need for a 6th gear unless you're trying to break land speed records on the interstate. Asterisk. Suspension and chassis, built for the X asterisk. This is where the XADV variant separates itself from the standard Lander. The 2026 model features upgraded long-travel suspension that can handle more abuse than ever before. You've got 220mm of travel in the front telescopic forks and 204mm in the rear monocross link-type suspension. Asterisk, what does that mean for you? It means you can hit potholes that would swallow a street bike and barely feel a shudder. The ground clearance is a massive 270mm more than many bikes twice its size. Whether you're hopping curbs in the city or logs in the forest, the Lander XADV feels nearly bottomless. The frame is a semi-double cradle design that strikes a perfect balance between being lightweight, around 156 kilograms curb weight, and being stiff enough to handle luggage for a multi-day trip. Asterisk. Technology. The connected revolution. Asterisk. Yamaha didn't just stop at the mechanicals. The 2026 Lander XADV finally enters the modern era with the Lander Connected Suite. The new LCD instrument cluster is fully digital and Bluetooth enabled. By syncing with the Yamaha Y-Connect app, you can see incoming call notifications, track your fuel consumption, and even find where you last parked. Asterisk. But the real tech highlight is the safety. We now have a dual-channel AB system that is specifically tuned for dual sport riding. While you can't fully switch off the rear ABS with a single button regulatory hurdles, we know Yamaha has calibrated the intervention to be less intrusive on loose surfaces, allowing for some rear wheel slide before the computer takes over. It's a compromise that actually works for 90% of riders. Asterisk the surprise. The stealth feature you didn't notice, asterisk, I promised you a surprise, and here it is. Yamaha has quietly integrated a modular subframe and rack system into the 2026 XTZ. Most bikes in this category require you to buy expensive aftermarket cages just to mount a single bag. Yamaha has pre-drilled and reinforced the rear section so you can plug and play with official and third-party luggage without a single modification, asterisk. But that's not even the best part. The secret is the integrated accessory power hub hidden behind the headlight mask. It's a pre-wired fuse terminal that allows you to plug in GPS units, auxiliary lights, or phone chargers without tapping into the main wiring harness. For a 250cc budget bike to come ready-made for global touring like this, that's a game changer. Asterisk the verdict. Who is this for? Asterisk the 2026 Yamaha XTZ 250 Lander XADV isn't trying to be a highway cruiser. If you spend 90% of your time at 80 miles per hour, look elsewhere. But if your idea of a perfect Sunday is 50 miles of twisty back roads, followed by 50 miles of where does this trail go, this is your machine, asterisk. It's for the beginner who wants a bike that won't intimidate them. And it's for the veteran who is tired of picking up a 500-pound motorcycle every time they tip over. It's affordable, it's indestructible, and with the new 2026 updates, it finally looks as good as it rides. Yamaha took a legend and made it a modern masterpiece. Asterisk bike future would. You like me to help you brainstorm some catching thumbnail designs for this video?